The devil is comfortable in you just having that level of knowledge or level of understanding that I am redeemed and I am going to heaven. He is interested in making sure that you don't fulfill your potentials as a believer here on earth. So he introduces guilt and shame among believers. He constantly bombards the believer with guilt and shame. The believer will never maximize his full potentials as the redeemed of the Lord. Because of guilt and shame, your ability to maximize your potentials as a believer, as the redeemed of the Lord, is limited. When guilt, shame, and condemnation raises their voice against the believer, there is always a response from the redemption package. When the devil whispers, you owe debt you cannot pay, redemption replies, it was paid in full. Shame screams, you are damaged, you are a damaged good. Redemption declares, you are a new creation. The damage is not who I am. Redemption is a full package that reaches into the darkest corner of your memory and pulls out the guilt and leaves behind peace for the believer. It reaches out into the pit of shame and lifts you into the light of God's faithfulness. Guilt is terrible. It reminds you of what you did last week, last month. And guess what? Even 10 years ago, guilt reminds. It replaces the image and begins to say to you, you are a fraud. If these church people really know who you are, they will not allow you to come close. That is guilt. If the HOD in your department really knows what you did last week, he will not even allow you to hold the mic. That is guilt. He begins to tell you God is disappointed in you. God is angry with you. Why are you praying? Do you think God will hear your prayers? Not to talk of answer it. That is the voice of guilt. And this is what the devil magnifies to make sure that the believer, the redeemed of the Lord, does not access that which God has made available for him. He begins to say to you, you think you are qualified for this after all you did last week. Do you remember that thing you did in 10 years ago? He begins to play the movie and then the believer stays on it. Guilt makes you to run from God and not to run to God. But please understand that that is not who you are. There is more about you. You are not the damaged. The voice of guilt may be loud right now, but there is more for you. The day you were redeemed, that is the day you were also redeemed from the voice of guilt and from the voice of shame.